Occupational English Test. Listening test. This test has 3 parts. In each part you'll hear a number of different extracts. At the start of each extract, you'll hear this sound. You'll have time to read the questions before you hear each extract, and you'll hear each extract once only. Complete your answers as you listen. At the end of the test you'll have 2 minutes to check your answers. Part A. In this part of the test, you'll hear 2 different extracts. In each extract, a health professional is talking to a patient. For questions 1 to 24, complete the notes with information you hear. Now, look at the notes for Extract 1. Extract 1, questions 1 to 12. You hear a physiotherapist talking to Linda, a woman who has lower back pain. For questions 1 to 12, complete the notes with a word or short phrase. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Hi there, Linda. My name is Sia, and I am one of the physiotherapists here.
Hi Sia.
How could I help you today?
I've been getting a pain in my lower back, on the left side, around my hip and through the bum cheek area, when I'm running especially.
Okay, how long has this been going on for?
It's something I've had on and off for years. And it started off as just a kind of dull pain, and now it really feels like it's spasming or something. It hurts even when I put weight on my left leg. Usually I feel it start, and if I kind of lie on a tennis ball and massage through the muscle, it goes away. But lately it's just been getting worse, and I can feel it sort of tight through my whole hip area. And I can also feel it kind of even when I'm sitting and sleeping, or at night when I'm trying to sleep. If I roll I feel a kind of, it's hard to explain, it's like a shooting pain that travels down my leg.
Okay, so the shooting pain, where does that go?
It starts in the same place, and it goes like down the back of my leg, kinda through the back of my knee, and sometimes down to my ankle area. The pain also aggravates while doing exercises.
Okay. Are there particular exercises that do it?
Mostly, while running and walking. I think walking is even worse, actually.
Interesting. How long can you walk for before the pain starts?
I don't know. I kinda don't notice it when I'm walking, it's when I stop and then start again, like, yeah. So, I guess if I walked for. I'm a middle school teacher for the past 10 years and I walk every day to work. For example, which is about 45 minutes each way, and then if I run a couple of times, and then I'll notice the pain when I'm walking towards the end of the week, and it gets worse with each step as I walk into work.
Okay. Tell me more about what you are doing for sport and physical activity at the moment.
I ride my bike probably 4 or 5 times a week, not very far, maybe just 15 minutes each time, and I run probably 40 kilometers a week.
So, other than the riding and these long runs, do you do any other forms of physical activity?
Well, normally, I usually swim a couple of times a week as well. But I haven't been lately because I've been really busy at work.
Okay. And you said that you've had this for a few years. What initially brought it on?
I don't know. I think, when I was younger I used to play soccer and I had an injury where I dislocated my hip, and it was really painful. Yeah, I couldn't move for like a few weeks and I had a lot of physiotherapy and I had a lot of lower back pain after that for maybe a couple of years. But then it went away, and I haven't really had any major problems since then.
And, other than this dislocated hip on the same side, have you had any other major problems with your left leg, or with your back, or your hip or anything before?
Oh, no, nothing really.
How? I know that this has been going on for quite a number of years, but how long has this been a problem where you've sort of felt you need to do something about it?
I've been to an osteotherapist a couple of times about it in the past, just when it gets to this acute stage. So, this time it's only been like a few days that it's been really painful.
Okay, no worries. And what sorts of things did the osteo do for you in the past?
It was mostly putting pressure through that area, like massage, and then, think she used to just like poke her elbow into my left hip and hold weight there for ages until the spasming stopped.
Okay, no worries. How did you find the effectiveness of that?
It relieved it. So, basically what normally happens is it's still quite sore for a couple of days after I have treatment, but it doesn't feel so tight. And I usually have to rest off it. Yeah, for at least a few days, and then it's gone. Or maybe it's still there a little bit, but it's not like, doesn't get aggravated, and then it just drifts away.
Has your osteo given you any exercises in the past for this problem?
I do like a stretch where I kneel down and stretch through my front like hip flex area, and another one where I cross my leg, kind of on an angle like that, across my knee, and stretch through there, and I can feel that through my bum cheeks.
Oh, good. Have you found anything else that helps the pain go away?
Not really. I mean, if it feels really bad I can take maybe a Nurofen or something and it makes it better, feel a bit better, but no other sort of exercise or stretching.
Extract 2. Questions 13 to 24. You hear a general practitioner talking to a patient called Xavier Murphy. For questions 13 to 24, complete the notes with a word or short phrase. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Good morning, Xavier. Come on in, and take a seat. My name is Anna Malcolm.
Oh, hello doctor.
Well, can you tell me what's brought you here today?
Well, to be honest, I haven't been feeling well for the past week or so.
That's no good. What sort of symptoms have you had?
I have had a fever for a few days and I have been feeling a little bit nauseous. It comes on worse in the afternoons as well.
Okay, and with the nausea, has sort of ended up with vomiting?
Yeah, I did vomit actually, both yesterday morning and this morning. That's one of the reasons I thought I'd better come and see you.
And, are you taking anything for that? Things like Panadol?
No, I haven't. I've just been trying to tough it out.
Okay, and, what about your eating habits? Have you noticed any change to your appetite?
Yeah, well, I don't seem to be as hungry. I haven't been able to complete my meals without feeling a bit sick.
Right. And, what about any other aches, or pains generally?
I am feeling a little bit tired. And, I've had pain in my joints. I've been a little bit stiff in the mornings.
Okay, have you noticed any other sort of changes, such as yellowish skin or in the whites of your eyes?
Well, I didn't, but my wife commented this morning that she thought my skin had turned a bit yellowish.
Right. What about the color of your urine? Any changes there?
Now you mention it. I do think it's become darker in color.
Now, Xavier, I would just like to get some background details before we go any further. Are you married?
Yes, I am. I've got 2 children, my son is 7 and daughter is 10.
Oh, lovely. And what about your employment? What sort of work do you do?
I'm an electrician, by trade. I work on building sites, and the company I'm currently work for now, has quite a few overseas projects. So, I do go overseas quite a bit with my work.
Okay. And whereabouts have you worked recently?
Well, this year, I've been to Dubai. And, I've just came from there about 10 days ago.
I see. And just tell me a little more about your general health.
Pretty fine, I think. I eat healthily. I haven't had any complaints.
And do you smoke at all?
Yes, I do smoke. But I'm trying to keep it under control, but suppose I smoke about 10 cigarettes a day.
And what about alcohol?
I have a couple of beers, most days. My wife and I are trying to be responsible. And, have a couple of alcohol-free days each week.
That's an excellent idea. That's very good. And now, just to go on to your family history, what about your parents? Are they in good health?
Yes, they're both in quite good health. My father, he retired a couple of years ago. But, he's fine. And, my mother. She's well, she does have high blood pressure. And, she does take medication for that, I believe.
I see. And, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I've got 3 sisters, and, they're all well.
That is the end of Part A. Now look at Part B. Part B.